Chapter 1, Section 3 is measuring and constructing angles. And we're going to draw a big angle in here. This point right here, where the two rays meet, is called the vertex. These rays right here are called the rays or sides. This would be the interior. Everything that's here on the inside, and then everything over here would be the exterior. You use degrees to measure angles, and you can name angles in a couple different ways. Let's start over here on the left. You can name this three ways. You could name this angle J. You could name this angle HJK, or you could name this angle KJH. Now the vertex has to be in the middle, so just make sure you have the vertex in the middle. Letter C, you could name this four ways. You could call it angle 1, or you could call it angle Q. And then you could also name it angle PQR or angle RQP. Example B, we have three angles here. The one on the top is angle CBD, which is right here. The one on the bottom is angle DBA, and the one big one on the outside is angle CBA. And all of these could be in the opposite order, but B always has to be the vertex. Over here we have three angles. You can call this angle XWY. You could call it angle YWZ. So that's the first angle and the second angle. And then the third angle is the whole big thing, and that will be angle XWZ. At the top of the next page, we have definition: acute, right, obtuse, and straight. And you've probably seen the first three before. An acute angle is between 0 and 90 degrees. A right angle is exactly 90 degrees. Sorry, I goofed those two up. An obtuse angle is between 90 and 180 degrees. And a straight angle might be new to you. A straight angle is exactly 180 degrees. Everything that you have this year will have the little protractor behind it if you're measuring angles. So first of all, we are looking at WXV, and since this baseline of this angle is right here, we need to use the smaller numbers. This one starts with a 0, so 10, 20, 30. That angle is 30 degrees. Now the next angle that we have is ZXW. Well, this whole angle right here would be 130. And this angle right here would be 30. So if we take the big angle and then chop off this bottom piece, we are left with ZXW, which is 100 degrees. So we found the big angle, the smaller angle, and then subtracted those. Over here, angle BOA. Since we're starting right here, we have to start with 0. That is 40 degrees. To find angle DOB, we're going to do this whole big angle, which is 140. And then, since we want DOB, we want to take just this little part off, which looks like it's 15. And 140 subtract 15 is 125. And angle EOC is straightforward. Since we're starting right here, we're going to use the outside numbers. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Here's 100. Here's 110. So that is 105 degrees. Example 3, we have 3 angles to classify. NMP is obtuse, and I'm going to shorten that. QMN, we've got a right angle right there. It's 90 degrees. And PMQ is right there, and that will be acute. Guess I should write that letter B is a right angle. And I'm going to add letter D here, angle LMN. That is called a straight angle. 180 degrees is a straight angle. At next page, we have a couple of definitions. Congruent angles are angles that are equal, and sometimes we'll have the same number of arcs in there, and sometimes you'll draw an arc with tick marks on it. Congruent angles are equal angles, and that's how we show they are equal. Angle bisector is a ray that cuts the angle in half. So this piece is equal to that piece. The angles are the same size. And the angle addition postulate is kind of like the segment addition postulate. And it says if we take PQS plus SQR, this angle plus this angle, you get the whole big angle. And we're going to use this idea in our next couple questions. F is on the interior of DEG, so we need to draw a picture. F is on the interior. DEG is 115 degrees. DEF is 48 degrees. So if we want to find this angle right here, we're going to do 115 minus 48, and that angle right there is 67 degrees. Letter B, Y is on the interior of XWZ, and Y is on the interior here. XWZ, so this whole big angle, is 121 degrees. I did not draw mine to scale. XWY is 59 degrees, and we are asked to find this piece right here. So we can do 121 minus 59, and that angle is 62 degrees. Two more of these at the top of the next page. Y is on the interior of XWZ, and Y is right here. XWZ is 105, XWY is 65. 105 minus 65, I think that's 40. So this other angle right here would be 40 degrees. Take a minute and start letter D on your own. Draw a picture. I think this is supposed to be F is on the interior of D, E, G. Guess I can't have you start that one on your own, can I? F is on the interior. D, E, F is 45. D, E, G is 122. So 122 minus 45 is 77 degrees. And example 5 is our last example for this section. KM bisects JKL. Bisect means it cuts exactly in half. JKM is 4x plus 6. MKL is 7x minus 12. Since that is bisected, we know that those two pieces are exactly the same size. We will subtract 4x from both sides, and that becomes 6 equals 3x minus 12. Adding 12 to both sides, you have 18 equals 3x, and x equals 6. We were asked to find J, K, M. So we will do 4 times 6 is 24, plus 6 is 30. Letter B, QS bisects PQR. PQS is 5y minus 1. PQR, the whole big angle, is 8y plus 14. And at first glance, it looks like we don't have enough information. Those two are the same size. So you will have 5y minus 1 plus 5y minus 1 equals 8y plus 14. That becomes 10y minus 2 equals 8y plus 14. You subtract 8y from both sides, and you have 2y minus 2 equals 14. Adding 2 to both sides, 2y equals 16, and then y equals 8. And in this case, we were asked to find PQS. So 5 times 8 is 40, minus 1 is 39. Try to set up a picture for letter C. And you have ABC. BX bisects. So this piece, ABX, is 2x plus 10. CBX is 4x minus 34. Since this is bisected, these two pieces are equal. Solving that, you would subtract 2x from both sides, and that becomes 10 equals 2x minus 34. Add 34 to both sides, and you have 44 equals 2x. And when you divide both sides by 2, x equals 22. We were asked to find ABC, which is the whole big angle. 2 times 22 is 44, plus 10 is 54. 4 times 22 is 88, minus 34 is 54. So the whole big thing, angle ABC then, is 54 plus 54, which is 108 degrees. And the last one, letter D, XZ bisects angle WXY. So XZ bisects. WXZ is 5x plus 20. YXZ is 10x plus 5. Since this is bisected, these two pieces are equal. So subtract 5x from both sides, and you have 20 equals 5x plus 5. Subtracting 5 from both sides, you have 15 equals 5x. And when you divide both sides by 5, x equals 3. And of course, you're not done yet. We were asked to find WXY. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 20 is 35. 10 times 3 is 30, plus 5 is 35. So the whole angle then, 35 plus 35, is 70.